sitting right down, very, very heavy. He's got 202 to get to the flag, 170 to the front edge, but he's got that burn that runs across the front of the green, some 40 yards short.
Well, has he had a drop there? He seems to have had a drop there off the television cables.
Yeah, he's just marked it, and he's allowed to remove those television cables and then replace the ball if the ball moves.
No penalty there.
Just a question for Ian Patterson on the Tiger issue, the Tiger drop on the 10th. There was said that Alan Holmes, the RNA referee, said that the cables were fixed and couldn't be moved. We've just been over there and actually moved the cables considerably, quite a considerable amount. Why was that then? Why were the cables immovable, Ian?
I don't actually know exactly what happened there, Paul. I'll certainly try and find out for you. Normally, if those cables can be moved, then the ball would be left in position.
It's very difficult to give a question when you're 852 yards away, but I'm sure he'll do his best to find out why. Could be another international incident. My golly. Tiger banned. Can you believe? Oh, all the old scribes will be. They'd only come out once a year. They'll be sharpening their pencils. Well, earlier today we had well, we thought it was a little bit of drama. I think it was a storm in the teacup at the end of the day. On the 10th hole, 466 yards, Tiger hooked his tee shot and ended up against the television cables. Now, he was given a free drop. Why? Because the referee, standing there in all his glory, said that he could not move the cables. Now this is very unusual, because usually you can lift the cables up either one at a time. They're very heavy. But anyway, the rule was given that we can't shift the cables, so Tiger gets a free drop. He marks it and then steps away. And he said himself, Tiger that is, that he dropped it into a little worse place than it was before. Alan Holmes was the referee. And well, it all went forward. Of course, it all creates a bit of a hoo-ha. Why has he done this? Is it special dispensation for Tiger because he's Tiger? Nothing of the sort. And there he is.
Usually you can't move them, though.
The referee decided, or they tried to lift the cables. It was too hard to lift or tricky, so we'll move the ball. There. Ian Patterson here. Ian, no great problems here.
No, normally the cables are movable, Peter, but as you will see there, Alan Holmes, the referee, did attempt to move them, and he had judged that the cables were not readily movable and couldn't be moved sufficiently to enable Tiger to play his stroke properly, and that's why the referee was proper to, or quite right to, judge that Tiger was entitled to treat the cables as an immovable obstruction and therefore take a free drop quite properly.
So there's no question of Tiger trying to do anything untoward. It was just a question of the referee's decision. Bit of confusion about the rules the other day with Tiger, which I must say fooled us, because usually you wait for the player to come up and then let him try and lift cables and do things. Bit of a mess there, I thought.
Well, a little bit. Alan Holmes, a very experienced rules official. He's been at many Opens. He's refereed Tiger Woods several times in the past and done many European Tour events. He went to the cables, I know, because I've talked to him, and was very surprised when he couldn't move them.
They couldn't lift a few days ago.
Yeah, let's see if I can lift them. Wait a second. No, can't move them.
Very diplomatic, Kenneth.